Hello, hello, it's Colleen with Chalk Couture. How are you? I hope everybody's had a great Monday and is hanging in there. Oh my goodness, another weekend has come and gone and we are back at it, my friends. Another week, here we go. Yay! So I am coming in with a ink project. Holy cow, I haven't done an ink project in a very, very, very long time. So I'm doing canned Coozies. I haven't done those in a long time either. I'm actually going to be doing a big no-no. I know, I shouldn't be doing it. Hey Debbie, how are you? I'm doing a big no-no, and I know I shouldn't do it, but I'm using an old transfer, and my apologies. But I wanted to come in and do this project. I had a reason to do this project. I wanted to make these canned Coozies for my niece and her boyfriend. My niece Jackie and her boyfriend Jamie. I wanted to make them little cute canned Coozies. Hello Maria. Good to see you again. And I wanted to do the canned Coozies with the transfer is called Explore More, because my niece Jackie and her boyfriend Jamie are adventure lovers, and they love the outdoors and they love beer. So I thought this is right up their alley, and I wanted to, you know, use these little guys because they would fit perfectly on the little canned Coozie, and this just speaks to them. So that's why I'm doing the no-no of using an older transfer, because I happen to have it, and I thought that this would be perfect for them. So, oh my gosh, this one, look, outside, this is right up Jamie's alley. He is like a wilderness guy. He works with kids in the wilderness. This is perfect for him, for his little canned Coozie. So that's going to be Jamie's canned Coozie. This is going to be his. And I might put this on the other side of it, and so the adventure begins. I'm going to make it a two-sided canned Coozie. So that's going to be his. Now, which one should be Jackie's? I think Jackie should be Wander, because that kind of speaks to me for Jackie, for my niece. Oh, wait, and this one, how about Let's Get Lost? Hers are going to be those two, I think. So that's what we're going to do. And I think I'm going to flip-flop them. I love these two colors together. Hold on, I just want to make sure before we go on that I didn't see anything else in this set that I really like before we go on. Oh, that one's cute too. The Wild and Free. That one's cute. Oh, Adventure Vibes. That one's really cute too. Say Yes to New Adventures. That one's good too. Should I do that? No, I'm going to keep with what I picked. So I chose Papaya and Tide. I thought that they were really pretty colors together, and I'm hoping that they're going to pop on the black. But now in hindsight, I'm thinking, are they going to pop? Maybe the Tide won't pop. The Papaya, I think, will. Right? I think the Papaya is going to pop pretty good. But do you think the Tide's going to pop? Now that I'm looking at it, maybe that's not going to pop. Maybe I should do Papaya and White? Do we think the Tide's going to pop on black? I don't think that's going to pop. I don't think that's going to pop. What else? Oh, maybe a lighter blue. Maybe a lighter blue's going to pop. Maybe the Couture Teal will pop more. Those are kind of pretty to get. I really like the Tide and that. Oh gosh, what to do? I don't know. Don't know if I should do the white. Oh goodness gracious, I don't know what to do. Decisions. Why am I having such a hard time with decisions today? Alright, let's just start with the Papaya first. We're going to do one side. Oh, that's not even opened. We're gonna do one side of each with the papaya and then the other side with to be determined. So let's go ahead and ink the one side and then I'm gonna sit here and look. So let's get this started, shall we? So inking is much like, which one always, white always pops. It does, you're right, Maria. It does always pop on black. You're right. So maybe we should just go with the white. Go with the papaya on the one side for the one design. This is gonna be super messy. I've already got it on my fingers. So the papaya on the one side and the white on the other. Let's try and get some of that back in there. Because there's a ton of it all over the lid, so I'm just trying to get some of that back in there without getting too messy. Get in there. All right, let me grab a napkin. Now, the nice thing about inking is that we don't need to fuzz our transfer because we want a nice tight seal between what we are inking, the surface that we are inking, and the transfer. So, just pull my shirt up here. So we want a nice tight seal. So let's go ahead and get these two guys on here. We'll do these two. Okay, so we've decided we're gonna put these back. We're not using the blues, we're gonna go with the white. So let's get squeegees going. Let's get transfers on. Come on. There we go. And we're just gonna center these right here in the middle of our koozie. Get that on there nice and tight. There's one, and there's two. Hello, Michael. How are you? So let's get these centered on here. Now, I'm not gonna worry about putting anything inside here to make sure that it's not bleeding through. Typically I would do that with a shirt just to make sure, but I'm not too concerned about the inside of the can koozie because, well, it's the inside of a can koozie. So I'm not too concerned about it bleeding through. And this material's pretty thick, so I think it's gonna be okay. I think we'll be fine. So let's go ahead and put the papaya color through the silk screen. Now, and the other thing, I'm going to go ahead and get my Cricut Easy Press going. I'm going to set it to the temperature of 330. Let's turn that on real quick. 330. Okay, that's going to get heated up. If you don't have that, you can certainly use a regular iron. That's going to work just perfectly too to heat set this. Now, with a koozie, it's got that material inside, so we're not going to be heat setting it for too long. Typically, we would heat set it with a Cricut for a t-shirt for 30 seconds on both sides. The koozie, because of that material on the inside, we don't want to fry it, so it's going to be a lot quicker. So let's just go ahead and get our ink right onto the transfer, just covering the silk screen area. Now, a little tip that I typically do when I'm inking versus using chalk paste, I go in one direction with my ink. I don't kind of use the squeegee top to bottom, left to right. I go in one direction, just keeping it either top to bottom or left to right, whichever direction you decide to go in. And I just went right off the side of there, but that's okay. I can try to touch it up later and get that off. But I just try to keep it flowing in one direction with the squeegee and the ink. And then that way that tends to kind of limit the bleeding, if you will. See, I just had a little tiny goof right over here, and I'm gonna try to wet a Q-tip to get rid of that. So there is our first one. And this is our explore theme going on here for my niece and her boyfriend because, well, like I said, they love beer and they love the outdoors. So there's one, and let's do the other side. Now, what we need to do is we need to make sure that we're going to dry this first before we heat set it because we don't want it to smear before we heat set it. So we just need to make sure that the ink is dry. Oops, I just broke my own rule and I went left to right instead of top to bottom. Okay then. Okay, get all that excess right back into your jar. Check the fingers just to make sure that there isn't any ink anywhere so that we're not touching the surface. I always just like to do that just to be sure. And voila. There we go. There's the second. Sorry, it's backwards. My apologies. And right on cue, there's the heat press. But like I said, before we do that, let's just give this a quick dry. Oh, before we do that, I just want to see if I can get this off. I know that's kind of gross, sorry. I'm licking my Q-tip. That's kind of gross. I should have just wet my Q-tip, but I got the ink off. So it came right off with a little bit of water. I wanted to do that before I dried it. Over here. So I just want to make sure that the ink is dry before we give this a quick heat set. So there's the front, and I want to make this double-sided. So we're gonna, like I said, do the papaya on the front, or should I just do the papaya on both sides? Maybe I should just do the papaya on both sides. What do you think about that? Maybe we could do that. They are dry, and so what I want to do now is grab a little bit of parchment paper, and again we're going to do this very, very quickly because we do not want this to, I'm not even going to give it the full 30 seconds. Oh, why did I just do that? That was not what I meant to do. Sorry guys. It has been a while since I've inked, clearly. Again, and I'm not gonna, this is hot, I'm not gonna leave it on here for too long. All right, that's probably long enough because I don't want that to start, yep, I don't want that to start melting. And you can start to smell it. So yep, that's good enough. I'm not gonna test my limits on that one. I don't want it to melt. All right, so that's good enough for the cozy. It's gonna be heat set, okay? Now let's flip it over and let's do the back side. Might as well get both sides covered. Now, what did I say? I was gonna do Jackie's with the Wander, and then I think that's what I said. Yeah, that's gonna be Jackie's. So we're gonna do this one on this side. Oops, that's crooked. Okay. And then this one's gonna have, and so the adventure begins. That's so awesome. How fun are these? These are great little, and these are just, and just because gifts, just because I got to hang out with my niece, both of my nieces actually. 2 weekends ago, we went to a craft brewery in Philly, in Manayunk more specifically. And we had a really nice time. It was like the first time we got to hang out. I think I might have mentioned it in one of my lives before. So we had a really good time, and it made me think of this project, and I thought, how fun would that be to do little koozies for Jackie and Jamie. This is still not on straight. Hold on guys, I just want to fix this. Okay. There we go. Because my other niece, Megan, she has 2 little dogs, and their names are Molly and Penny. And so when I was at Target a while, I mean probably a good year ago now, they had these cute little things at the bullseye section that I had picked up for her for the dogs. And so I thought, all right, well, I got Meg something, so I need to do a little something for Jackie. And since we were at the brewery, I thought, okay, this is right up Jackie and Jamie's alley. I'll do the little can koozies. And because they love adventures, I remembered this transfer that I had in my arsenal. And I thought, let me grab this out and do it with this. This is perfect. And of course I went right off the transfer again. That's okay. I'll get another Q-tip and we'll fix that right up. Guess what I found, which I should be wearing so that I can see what I'm doing. I found my cheapy peepers because I really should be using them because I realized I am missing the words at the top here. Yeah, I really should be using them because now that I have them on, I can definitely see that I was missing a lot more than the words there. Okay. Perfect. Now we have everything. Alrighty, now we can pull back our transfer. There's another one. Let's make sure I got that off my fingers. Oh, I see I missed the top of the S. There we go. Get that real quick before we pull this off. Here we go. And so the adventure begins. I forgot what it said that quick. And here we have this one. Let's get lost. So cute. Let me get the Q-tip. Clean this side up a little bit here. Where I went off. That came right off, no problem. Throw that away. Okay, let's take those off. Let's move this here, close up our ink so that I can dry. Whoa. Oh, I thought that came out the side for a second. We almost had an ink explosion. I kind of like that we kept it with the same color. That was, I kind of, yeah, I think I was happy with that decision to go the same color. But thank you, Maria. I appreciate that. Definitely, I think you were right. The white definitely pops, but I like the papaya on here. Definitely the white would have been much better than the original one I was going to go for, the Tide. I think that would have definitely gotten swallowed up, for sure. They dry pretty quickly on here because these things get really hot quick. You just have to be careful. Okay. And our, okay, get over there. Our heat press is ready again. And again, I'm gonna do it really super quick. Really super quick. Just for like 10 seconds quick. And I'm not gonna turn it off this time. 10 seconds quick. Like really quick. That was 10 seconds. Okay, all right, we're gonna turn that off now. And they should be good to go. All right, guys, there's our Coozies. How simple and fun, right? Adorable little gifts. Two-sided. There's one. And there's the other. And that took all of just a few minutes, right? And I hope that my niece, Jackie, and her boyfriend, Jamie, I think that they're gonna love them. That they can take them on their adventures. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. I appreciate your input during my live. Maria, thanks for your advice. And I thank you again, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your Monday, and I will be back again for another project tomorrow. I actually am using another transfer that is a blast from the past transfer. It is called, I need my papers again, sorry. Let's get this out. I'm bringing back last June's Chalk Couture, and it's called Pinwheels, guys. This one is by far one of the absolute favorite of mine transfers. Wait until you see this one. I'm going to do this one tomorrow. It's just we're doing a blast from the past, and this is in preparation for July, and I'm going to do it on sneak peek on the surface. I'm going to erase what's on here and do it on the surface. So that's tomorrow's project. So stay tuned, and I hope to see you right back here tomorrow for that fun project. Have a great night, guys. Take care. See you later. Oh, finish.